Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to discuss further about the ideas and steps of business. So let's start. So in the previous video, we discussed about step 1 and 2. So in step 2 was protect your personal assets by forming the business as a corporation or LLC, and then it had some certain procedures. So in this video we're going to describe the procedures that is required in order to start a business. Procedure number 1 is always use the corporate name. It means you should always use the company name. The name of the corporation or company should be used in full. So you should use the business name in full, including Inc. or Corp. And when you use the name, then you should include Inc. or Corp. at the end. On all contracts, invoices, or documents used by the corporation, this clearly indicates the existence of the corporation as a separate entity. So, mentioning and using the name of the business, company, or corporation is vitally important that should be considered in all contracts, invoices, documents, because it will give you a eligibility for business. So procedure number 2, always use proper signature. This means that you will sign on behalf of the corporation. Using the name of the corporation and your title, you should typically use the following format when signing contracts on behalf of the corporation. Signature is a joining of the name of the company and the title that you have. For example, you are the CEO of the company, so you should write the name of the corporation and then the title of your position in the company. So that is why there should be always use proper signature. And this is an example of a proper signature. So here you should put the corporation name and then by. So this contract is signed by whom? It can be the CEO, the deputy CEO, the advisor of the company, or the lawyer of the company. Your name, authorized signing officer, or corporate title. The next procedure is follow all corporate formalities. This includes following bylaws, issuing stock properly, holding meetings of the board of directors, recording the meeting minutes, and following other corporate formalities. Formalities are the activities that are being done regularly within the corporation. So you should consider and observe those formalities all the time in any cost. So the next one is make sure to keep funds separate. Corporate funds and the funds of individual shareholders should not be in the same accounts or combined for any reason. So the funds for specific purposes should be separate. In other words, the funds within the company should be separated at all costs. So next procedure is make sure to keep taxation separate. The company taxes should be paid entirely from corporate accounts and separate tax returns filed for the corporation. The tax payment should be separate, and you should pay the tax from the corporate accounts, and you should have the files all the time. And the last procedure is all transactions made by the corporation should be clearly separate from any individual transactions. Essentially, by never blurring the line between individual shareholders, owners, or the board of directors and the company, which stands as a separate entity, you ran less risk of any personal liabilities for the debts of the business. So the transactions should be clearly separate from individual transactions. For example, if the officers make a personal transactions, so it should be different from the corporation transaction, and it should be separate to keep track of all the transactions that the company or the business or corporation make. So now, step or idea number 3 for starting a business. Come up with a great name for your business. So your business, your brand, your company should have a name, and that name should be great. Selecting the right name for your startup can have a significant impact on your business success. The wrong name could result in insurmountable legal and business hurdles. Here are some basic tips on how to name your startup. So if you want to name your company or business, these are the tips that can help you name them. Avoid hard to spell names. They shouldn't be hard to spell. Don't pick a name that could be limiting as your business grows, so the name shouldn't be limited. Conduct a thorough internet search on a proposed name. So you have a proposed name, so you should search about that name in the internet. Get a .com domain name as opposed to .net or another variant. So after the name, there should be a .com. Conduct a thorough trademark search. So the logo of your business, the trademark of your business, should be specific, should be prior. Make sure you and your employees will be happy saying the name. And when you use that name, when you have that name, you should be proud of that name. And if you're proud, then that is a great name. But if you're embarrassed by that name, never use it. And the last tip is come up with 5 names you like and test market the name with prospective employees, partners, investors, and potential customers. So when you come up with that, try to come up with 5 names, and when you have those 5 names, just share those names with your prospect employees, experienced employees, partners, the people who invest in your business, and potential customers. And then when one of those 5 names got voted more than others, then choose that one. Thank you for watching. In the next video, we're going to talk about step or idea number 4 for starting a new business.